Okay, next up we have an interesting beer style that's traditionally brewed in and around March, hence the name Marzen. It's up next is Galway Bay Brewery's Oktoberfest Marzen beer. Welcome back to Views on Brews. I am Brendan, and this is one of those styles of beer that has a long history in German brewing, and anyone who's a beer nerd has to love a Marzen style beer, purely for the interest of malt as opposed to the hop character of all these new modern funky IPAs that we've been getting. This one was brewed for Oktoberfest. You might realize now that I'm about a month late on it. Oktoberfest is it traditionally starts in the back end of September and carries on to the early first week of October. We are mid to late November now, so I missed that boat a little bit. But anyway, we will give this one a go. I can squeeze a can. There's a decent amount of carbonation, but not too much. I'm going to read what's on the label. It's 5.8%. It's brewed by Galway Bay Brewery, so I already know the beer is going to be good because they don't make bad beer. Oktoberfest is our Marzen style lager beer. This amber coloured lager is decoction mashed. That's interesting. With the finest German Munich malt. So they've used the correct malt. You can have Munich malt that's made in different country, but it won't be the same as, you know, like a Weyermann's German Munich malt. It just won't have that characteristic trademark flavour that German malts have. Pilsner malt and Vienna malt. Vienna gives it that lovely deep orange colour. Munich malt, more colour on top of it. Still, Pilsner will keep it on the lighter side. And it's delicately hopped with 2 additions of Hellertau Mittelfrüh. I love that hop, has a bit of a herbal note to it. We gave this beer an extended cold fermentation with our favourite Bavarian lager yeast before lagering it for 2 months. Prost. Prost, cheers, sláinte. I'm going to get into this beer and we'll talk about it. Have another look at the can. I love their new can design labels as well. Recently they've got a whole new range of Oregon grown ones that, you know, incorporate hops from the state of Oregon, and they've added this to the list of that sort of white label. I'm going to pour this whole thing here. I can tell there's a thickness to this beer. It does say barley hops yeast. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't say anything else. Traditionally it's brewed in March. Now that doesn't have to happen. It's just the German word. I'm pretty sure March. Marzen is the word for March. It's 5.8%. They've given it an extended lagering on our favourite Bavarian lager yeast. So we are going to get a clean, crisp beer, not too hoppy. I can see there's a decent amount of carbonation going on, but in saying that, there's a decent malty colour to this beer. So, you know, it's a dark gold. It really is a deep dark gold, not like your lagers, your Helles, and nothing like your Pilsners. You can just see there, it's, I just turn that round. I've got it in my Galway Bay glass. They're old glasses. Here at Galway Bay Brewery, it makes us feel awful that so many people out there are forced to drink tasteless and bland beer. So we decided we would cut the crap and carefully handcraft our beer for flavour. This is their old glasses, that's why I'm reading that. Anyway, cheers, sláinte, and prost, and hope you enjoyed your Oktoberfest. I'm just about to start mine now. Well, Marzen beer is supposed to have a really malty sweetness going on, and this beer does. It has all of that really chewy, sticky, honey, amber sort of malt character going on in the beer. There's a pleasant but not sickly honey aroma and flavour coming off of the beer, which I really like. Definitely a lager beer. There's that crisp bite, a very distinctive lager yeast profile going on. It's on the tamer end of Marzen. You can get some really, really strong, flavorful Marzen. This is on the tamer end, probably because they know that they've got to sell thousands of cans of it. So people have got to enjoy the beer as well. And I actually really am enjoying this beer. Just the honey, bready, but not just like bread. It's really heavily toasted bread malt character, sweet Maillard reaction flavors going on, flavor compounds from the unfermentable malts that were used in the beer. Absolutely lovely, stunning beer. Again, they've knocked it out the park. I really, really enjoy this beer. Very, very nice indeed. And it's one of those beers that will keep as well, so you don't have to have it straight away. There's a richness to this beer, a rich sort of sweet caramelly. That's not really caramel at all. That's the wrong way of explaining it. I like the combination of the lager yeast interacting with that sort of honey, biscuit, bready, toasty, Maillard sort of a flavour that you get from the beer. But it's not really like caramel or toffee or anything like that. It does have a little bit of that going on in it, but yeah, very, very low on aroma. It does what it says on the tin. It's an Oktoberfest Marzen beer, and they are meant to be not hoppy, and that's exactly what I've got. Galway Bay Brewery. That's my view on this brew. Lovely beer. I'm going to sit back and have my dinner, enjoy the rest of this beer, and it's on to the next one. So cheers, sláinte, prost, and bye-bye.